Like here, like so. Like here, like so.
Hello!
We are
Annie and Konstantin.
And you're watching another episode of...
Updates. And this is the first episode after the end of our crowdfunding campaign.
And it feels surprisingly good.
So...
You go.
Against all odds, or according to the odds, we didn't succeed at reaching our goal.
To some extent, that was a calculated risk. We knew that we had set the goal fairly high, and crowdfunding is always a risky endeavor, and if things don't go right as you planned, then, well, things won't go as planned.
We have learned a lot, as you might hear. I think we could list now why
it went wrong,
but that wouldn't make any sense. It's no fun to do, and we will never know why. I think what's important is to focus on the 75 people who supported us. 73 on Kickstarter and 2 on PayPal, because this is what is it about. People who wanted to
help make this happen
and actually invest their hard-earned money into this, because they believe in our project, they believe in our cause. And there are many more who supported us with kind words or with shares on Facebook, because you can't expect the same involvement from everybody. And the thing is, with money, it's always tricky. There are probably a lot of people who just don't have the money to spend on anything else except their staying alive. And that's also a thing we can't blame them for. It's an amazing amount of people who gave a lot of encouraging words and love to us in the past couple of weeks. It shows us that we're on the right track. So I think this is at least for me what I take with me. We didn't get what we expect, but we got a lot of other cool, different things. Yes.
Some money would be nice though.
So, what are the plans now? Now is Christmas time, so we're going to spend a couple of days at our respective parents' house. So we shall return to think and brainstorm and figure out how to best continue the life hacks. And also, what are the next steps for KA for 2017?
There's a lot to do, there's a lot we want to do. We definitely want to get back to some other projects too, beyond the life hacks, but I think we both just really want to finish that project and not leave it hanging, because it has done way too much good and it has gotten way too much support to just abandon the project. It's a little tricky because it does take a lot of time and it does take a lot of effort and it does take some resources, and that's just something we're going to need to manage somehow, because in 2017 I also need to finish my graduate thesis and research and project, and we both have part-time jobs, and at some point in there we need to move, and 2017 is going to be a busy year, but I think it's going to be a good one. You think so too?
I'm looking forward to all the things that the following year brings.
What's the most forward-looky thing that you're looking forward to in 2017?
A vacation, definitely. A vacation.
Yeah, me too.
So, epiphanies. So the last couple of days, I've been playing a computer game, which isn't a thing that I do very often. But especially during the last week of the campaign, I resorted to playing one game which is called XCOM Enemy Unknown. And this is a turn-based strategy game, and it's pretty comparable to chess with rocket launchers and lasers and aliens. And it's super hard. And in the game span, which can last to 60 to 80 real-time hours, you need to plan very carefully, and mistakes you make in the beginning of the game come back and bite you in the ass way later. So it's a complex game that takes you very seriously, and it's really hard. to a point where it can get really frustrating. But somehow I keep coming back to that game. And I've been thinking about what is the appeal of this game. There are quite a few people like me who find enjoyment in that sort of pain. And I think it is because it does give you some sort of a deserved gratification. And I come to think that I use this as an escape mechanism, because somehow I don't see much reward in things I do right now. Because we both have been working all our asses off. But somehow the progress doesn't seem proportionate to the efforts we're investing. And that sucks. That's no fun. And I don't have a learning out of this. It's just a thing that I came to realize. And I think when you are self-aware and you know why you're doing things, it can give you hints to find ways so you don't need coping strategies that much. That's at least my hope.
You always need coping strategies. It's just kind of a part of life. You can't always do the actual things. You need to do the things to cope with the reality that there is. Because there's always going to be a reality, and usually reality isn't perfect. Nothing wrong with coping. Nothing wrong with playing a computer game to fulfill a need. That's what they're for. I know that we're supposed to hate procrastination and just feel really terrible for procrastinating, but the brain needs it. You can't... Is this morphing into my epiphany?
It looks like that. So what's your epiphany?
I was just gonna talk. Now I feel self-conscious. I'll keep it simple, because I can't do complex right now. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm worn out. And that's okay, because I've worked hard for a long time without taking all that many breaks. And I am very good at being a self-care enabler for other people and also for myself. But then I also just sort of forget or ignore all the time that I need breaks, that my brain needs breaks. So my epiphany is an old one and one that I've had many times, but I don't think it's one that I'm ever going to stop having over and over again, which is every now and again you gotta let your brain off the leash. Every now and again you just need to let go and rest and let your brain do whatever it feels like doing in that moment. Be it crossword puzzles or coloring or nothing at all. Every now and again you just need to let go and not tell your brain what to do, but just kind of let it go where the comfort is, where it feels good. So that's what I'm gonna try to do and fail to do the next couple of weeks, because holidays are inherently not relaxing. And then at some point soonish I'm going to get myself a vacation. But as of right now, for me and for you, be kind to yourself. Give your brain some room to do what feels good, and stop pushing and stop pulling and trying to get it to do productive things all the time, because that's just not sustainable. Do you think we can move our heads with the sway of the camera so that our heads stay completely stable at all times on the little screen? We're not moving at all.
So Merry Christmas, everybody!
Happy holidays!
Happy holidays! Hello!